Now, I have made this video a few times. It's been asked, answered, but I'll go again from the front all the way to the very back. And I made this video, but it was really long. So I wanted to go through with my notes so I could stay on topic. And I just want to go off on one tangent before I start with the build, is that once you reach this level of parts performance, this level of quality parts, you're really just arguing whether you like Ferrari or Lamborghini better. There's always going to be two camps, because I've had a lot of these recommendations from a few years back when I joined some mid-tier and high-tier snob groups, and what I bought then was recommended by them, and now they say, oh, I would never, so just take everything with a grain of salt and just do your research, understand what's quality parts, and you really can't go wrong, because this thing is a complete Frankenstein build, but it's been shot many times, it's been tested, and so let's go ahead, and with that we'll go ahead and we'll get started. So starting from the very front, we have the Surefire RC2, and right underneath that, let me get this out of here, there's a lot of carbon on there. We have the Surefire War Comp. This is the close-tine flash hider, and I do like this one compared to the other flash hiders. I know that some people, I watched, I think it was Navy Man, that I think he said he may not have liked this one, or he did a comparison of all of them. It was really good, but I ended up with this one, and I really like it. So moving back, we have the Valhalla Tactical IBS. That's the indexable barricade stop. It's small. I actually had the True North one that I was going to look at, but I'm just going to send this one back because it's so big compared to the Valhalla IBS, which I believe it's discontinued, and I think that there was two versions of them. This is the ultralight, has the little cutout. So I don't know if you can find this or not anymore. And then this here is a 15-inch BCM MFG MCMR M-Lock. Whew, that's a mouthful. But that's the handguard that we went with, and it's really thin profile, so you're going to want to go with a pretty low profile gas block. Some of them have clamps or like different style ones. You're going to want to stick to a basic low profile gas block, because the tolerances are very tight with this handguard, and especially mounting it on that barrel nut, it's really tight. Good tolerances, but a pain in the ass to get on and off. Just be aware of that. And then we have the ScalaWorks front mount sight, and I have that because I originally had a flip up, which I moved off of here. I need to put another one back on here. I haven't done that yet. But anyway, ScalaWorks is good. I'll probably put another Knights Armament flip up here. Or then we're going to keep moving on. We've got the Malkoff MDC E1H2. And this light is actually pretty underwhelming, in my opinion, compared to like the mod lights and the Cloud. I know that there's a group, and they're diehard Malkoff. They say Malkoff over everything, but it's just underwhelming compared to the other ones. And of course, that's why I made a list, because I'm always forgetting something. I almost forgot the True North 0-8 Vert Grip, which is really cool. I like this one. I just did a review on it. And then we also have the rail scales, and then on this side I'm running like a little BCM QD. So moving forward, then we have the Surefire DS00 tail cap, and this is so that I can run it with my Steiner D-ball. This is the I2 IR laser and illuminator. We have the Unity Tactical Axion switch, and this is all on an 18-inch Criterion Core barrel. Very light, and that's why I went with this one, because this is a low profile. Because this is so long, I wanted it to be pretty light up here in the front. And then I have a Noveski gas block and Noveski gas tube, and this is all running on a mid-length gas system. I already mentioned the dimpled rail scales and the BCM QD mount. on the opposite side over here. And then we've got the Badger Ordnance COMM. This is the 34 millimeter aperture, and it is at the 1.93 height. I am running the J-arm. This is the 45-degree offset, and it does pair with the 1.93. It is important to get the correct J-arm because as you tilt it, you do want this to remain perfectly over the bore. So that as you tilt it, your optic remains concentric to the, I don't know if that's the right word actually, concentric, but so that it's running parallel to your bore still. And all of that on a Condition 1 micro mount, and this is for the Aimpoint Acro because I am running the Steiner MPS with the Steiner P4 XI. That's a lot of letters, but if you know, you know, you've probably already been looking at all of this stuff. And then I have these scope rings. These are from Eagle Vision cam scopes. And these are so that I can run my 30 millimeter scope because these are 34 millimeter aperture rings. Now we have the Tan K&E upper receiver. I tannized it. We got a Viltor lightweight dust cover here with a knurled dust cover rod, or whatever the hell you call this thing. So next, let's stay in order here so I don't skip anything. We've got the BCM FDE BCG. This thing has ran really good for me. I have another video on it, some of the blemishes that came on it, but that's neither here nor there. It runs really good. Then we have the Noveski Geisley charging handle. It's got the Noveski logo on there. I don't know if you care about that, but I have some Noveski parts, so I kind of wanted to keep that with the Noveski theme as well. Then we've got the POF, plenty of fish, safety. And then on the opposite side, we've got the Ready Mag. And I have another review of that as well. Forward controls, lower receiver. This is a collab with Sons of Liberty. And we have all the forward controls, dimples, and that's why I've actually named her, this gun, I've named her, or this staff, I should say, I've named her Dot. I've named her Dot because she's got so many little dots. You know, I know some people call them dimples, but to me they're dots, mini dots. So I named her Dot. We got the B5 pistol grip, and this does have the beaver tail delete. I do like to get up in there, and I feel like when it's got the beaver tail, it adds more material. You can't get as close on there, so I do like deleting that beaver tail whenever I can. We've got the Rainier Arms back plate with the forward controls, Castle Nut, Viltor buffer tube, and Viltor buffer with the Spring Coast spring. And let's pop this open actually so you guys can see the Psionics internals, because I am running Psionics internals, and these are Geisley takedown pins. So we have all Psionics parts inside. And we have a Viltor, I forget which stock this is. It's like the clubfoot. Actually, I have it written down. That's why I have the damn list. What is it? It's the EMOD stock. That's pretty much everything. Let me just double check, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I think that's everything except for the sling. The sling is a Blue Force gear, and even this is a Frankenstein because I have a Magpul adapter here, and this is so that when I'm running a smaller rifle, you can quickly attach it right into here, and now you're running a single point sling. And I only do that if I'm running a smaller platform, usually like a PCC. I'll do that. And this Blue Force sling has been pretty good for me. So this has been the build for Dot that everyone's been asking about. So there you have it. That's everything, guts and all. Subscribe, like, share. all that good stuff. No, you don't have to do all that stuff, but like, comment, give your opinions. Constructive criticism's always good, but don't be an asshole, right? Or be an asshole. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I don't care. But yeah, go ahead and leave your feedback. But I have shot this quite a bit already, and it's pretty new rifle, so comparatively to my other rifles. But yeah, that's everything that's going on here.